they were using new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that the trailer part of the film set then? Huh. What do you mean, Last Steel Samurai? I knew it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I love us playing this dramatic music during this. I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Alright, let's check out the studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget it that all ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true! If the programming just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure! Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Oh, okay. We show Path to Glory. And it is... A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me about what is the Global Studios intent on hiding. Tell me about the incident 5 years ago. Okay, we're gonna finally learn what this dirt is. Could you tell me what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. So someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what it would do to happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her if she'll talk. We have to go talk to her? Alright. Well, nothing else we can do, really. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep at a safe distance? Alright. Talk. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Nicholas! Nichols? Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during the filming of Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up the dirt of someone passed like that. And the recent departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole... Powers' costume! You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole the Powers' costume? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's the little bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure he had some sleepless nights. Where's the proof that he used the pills on Power? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There's traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Aw, I feel bad for her. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it better? All better. Vasquez. She was tied to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. What? A photograph? Well, wait a second. This is a picture. Is this trailer too? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on top of all those stairs. He pushed the other actor. The man fell onto the flower fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Okay, so now we know what actually happened. Man, that was some heavy stuff. Let's go ahead and check out Studio 2 then. Outside Studio 1. There ain't nothing here. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left here, Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like a director or a producer. There ain't nothing here to look at, so just go to outside Studio 2. And there's the bitch. Hey, Nick! It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? H-E-L-L-O! H-E-L-L-O! Maya! You should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Huh. Let's try talking to her. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh! Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Let's try Will Powers. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick! She did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me! I know it! I know it! Oh, dear. Well, one last try, Manila. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila? If you must talk about the men, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer, by yourselves. Oh, dear. Alright, well, what's something we can use to shock the living crap out of her? I know. What did we just get? 5-year-old photo. She's not even looking. Where? Well, what? Where did you get that? Oldbag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid that incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The what, huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Okay. Let's go ahead and go in the trailer after her.